Most of you out there probably already know that the Army has just chosen the Sig P320, or the Pig 320 as I always call it, because I can't say Sig P320 very well. They've chosen the Sig P320 as their new service pistol, and I actually have a couple of these guns. I bought these because I wanted to try them out because, I thought they were potentially one of the best striker fire guns on the market, and so far, I think that's true. Now, I also have started trying some new things with them. I tried my first red dot sight on a pistol, and I've actually started putting lights on the pistols. I've never been a big fan of lights. I've never seen the point of red dot sights, but, I'm a firm believer you should always keep trying things that are new. I'm okay with knowing what you don't like. I mean, believe me, I'm old and grumpy. I'm very certain about some things I don't like at my age, but, there's always things you haven't tried before, so why not challenge your opinions? The day you think you know everything is the day you actually stop learning. So I'm always willing to reevaluate my opinions, and I'm actually liking the lights on the guns, and I'm liking the red dot sight. For one, they just look cool. I mean, tell me this doesn't look cool. I really like the looks of this. It makes it very balanced and gives you a lot of options here. This has the red dot sight, but you can co-witness with the raised sights here, and you have a flashlight right there on the gun. What more could you hope for in a self-defense weapon? Now, the one I have on here is the TLR1S. Now, I like the stream lights. I think they're the best overall light. I like the way they operate. I like the price point. I like everything about them. Now, I stay away from the higher output ones. That's why I didn't go with the high output one of this, because I think you run the risk of blinding yourself more than someone else if you use the too high of an output light. But that's just my opinion. You might be someone who will not do with anything less than the highest output light. Now, on my compact model, I have an Enforce light. And there's a couple reasons for that. I like the lines of the Enforce light with the compact Sig P320. I think they go really well together. Now, I eventually want to get one of the Sig Foxtrot 1 lights and put on here, and I'm told that if you have a holster that will fit this light, the Foxtrot will also fit in it. Now, the other reason I'm using an Enforce on this is I like the switch better on the Enforce. It just has a little tap switch, little pressure switch here on the side. You can either press it and hold it for temporary on and off, or just tap it for full on. I really like that. I like it better than the toggle on the Streamlight. Now, on the Streamlight, I like the light better, but I don't really like the toggle switch as much. You can rotate it one way for temporary on and off, or you can rotate it the other way for full on. It's still real easy to use, but I like the tap switches better on the Enforce. Now, one thing I will caution against on the Enforce is get the regular mounting light. Don't get the quick release one. I don't even know if they still make the quick release one or not now, but I had one of those a long time ago, and a friend of mine's got one, and we just couldn't keep the things on the guns. They kept falling off. So go with the regular setup on the Enforce light, not the quick release. Now, the problem with these lights, though, is you can't use your regular holsters. I had just gotten this holster from Renaissance Holsters, and now this gun won't fit in it. That just ain't happening. You can't put that in there with the light on it. So this holster is useless to me now unless I run my gun without the light. I'm going to run it with the light for a while. So if you'll remember in a video not too long ago, I asked people if they know anyone that makes Kydex holsters for light-bearing weapons that doesn't have a really long turnaround. Well, the people that made that holster you just saw, Renaissance Firearms, they contacted me and said they can make me one pretty quick, and they did. They got them to me in a week, and I'll show you here what they made me. For my compact model, they made me this nice kind of a faux leather texture Kydex holster here that's set up for the Enforce APL. Now, the one problem with the Enforce APL is I was finding a lot of holster makers don't have a model for that one, so they don't make holsters for the APL. Well, I was lucky enough to find an actual dummy model of the APL and send it to this holster maker, and they made me a holster for it. So that was really nice of them. And as you can see there, fits right in. This is awesome. I can't wait to carry this. And as you can see here, they made sure that this is cut for a reflex red dot sight, because I do want to get the compact model with the red dot sight. I'm liking the red dot sight so much, I want to get one for my compact model here in case I want to carry it daily. So this holster is cut for that, will accommodate that sight also. Now for my full size with the Streamlight, they made me this, I guess, what is this? Cryptek? That's not Cryptek. What is this pattern? Some sort of honeycomb pattern. I don't really know what it is, but you might know what it is. But looks really cool. I like the color of this. It'll go with a black belt or a brown belt. So it will really be a very versatile holster here. And as you can see here, fits right in there, looks really good, fits it very well, and accommodates the reflex sight here. Plenty of room for that sight. You're not really going to hit anything, doesn't rub against anything. That's just perfect. Now, one thing I will say about these sights here, if you get these sights on a gun, I am really liking it. I really am liking the red dot sights, but make sure you have sights that can co-witness. Make sure you get a red dot that you can actually use your regular sights too, because if you ever have your battery go dead on this, you want to be able to use your regular sights. So don't get one that doesn't allow you to use your standard sights. So there's a quick look at the new holsters that I have for my new Sig P320s from Renaissance Firearms. Now, I will put a link to Renaissance Firearms in the description of this video in case you want to go over and check out the holster options for your gun. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, you know, the light, and especially if I get the reflex sight on this one, that's a little bit Tacti-Cool. And do I really want to look like that kind of a person? Well, I carry concealed. No one's going to see it. So the only one that knows that I'm walking around every day being a big old Tacti-Fool is me. So if you're someone that's wanting to try a new light or a red dot sight on your gun, but you're worried about, oh, people are going to think I'm just doing it because I'm trendy, don't worry about it. Do what you want to do. Don't worry if you're going to look like a Tacti-Cool commando. Just go ahead and do it. Like I said, no one's going to see it anyway. And like I said, I'm really liking this. Like I say, you should always be willing to try new things because you never know if you're going to like something or not until you actually try it.